Hey guys, it's Avondale and welcome back to Behind the Walls, where I take you behind the walls of the Noxcrew Gameshow. I'd like to remind you, like I do every single time, that if you haven't watched the episode yet, make sure you click on the link up there in the top right hand side of your screen so you go watch it so we don't spoil anything for you. So today I'm going to talk about Bathtime, and my guest today is Noxite.
Hey! Avon, I'm over here. Over here.
Oh, hey.
Hey!
What a guy.
Got you again, didn't I?
Oh, you so got me. Can you believe I invited him back?
So
I don't know what I was thinking.
So I told him I was going to show up on that staircase over there, and I totally sneaked round like a ninja and tricked you.
You got me so good.
Got you so good.
Oh, man.
Hi, we're back again for another episode.
Yeah, and we are standing on the Noxcrew toothpaste.
Yes. If you jump on it, it doesn't squirt any toothpaste out, though.
Because that would be inappropriate. So this is the test course for our contestants to learn how to play Bathtime. As you can see, it's a rubber ducky. And what is this?
Well, I mean, do you want to show Bathtime first?
Yeah, we might as well show it. The SS Jokerus.
Let's introduce Bathtime first.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
Come with me.
All right. Oh, okay, here we are.
So, Bathtime, the original, the classic, from episode 1 of the pilot season. Episode 1.
Was this the first game ever built for the Noxcrew Gameshow?
It was one of the first. I
think this was the first one.
Could have been. I think so. You know what? Yeah, it was. It was.
Why do I know that? I didn't even know who the Noxcrew was when you guys built this map.
Because maybe I said it before, and then I just forgot.
Oh, yeah.
You know, maybe because I told them.
But
no, yeah. It is, I definitely think it's not the first kind of, like, concept of a game, but it's, like, it was the first fully built game made.
Sure.
I just hit my mouse.
You're breaking the fourth wall.
Whoop.
Whoop.
It was the game that started off the entire format, right?
Yeah.
So because it's one of the simplest games. It kind of, it's that whole idea that there's that team against you. It's a game that requires teamwork, and it's very simple, kind of obstacle jumping and dunking in the water. It's Wipeout basically, total Wipeout. Yeah, and it's I like to think it's the most classic game of the game show, because just everyone, when I've asked people, they always say that Bathtime is their favorite game, and I think Bathtime's a great example of how a game show game should be made. It does really feel game showy,
Yeah, I agree.
Game showy. What does that even mean?
That's a word that we've never really defined, but I think if we had to sort of talk about what that means in this sense, I mean, you look at it, right? We've put essentially props from a bathroom in a larger scale into an environment where they don't belong. And I think that's a lot of what game show is, right? You think about most of our games, they are putting something from one environment into an environment where it really doesn't belong, and then using that sort of style to make a game out of it.
It's very themed. It's very kind of cartoony, even though it's in Minecraft. But you get the point. It's co-op.
Sure.
Now this is absolutely not the. This is absolutely not what Bathtime looked like originally.
Yeah, it definitely got dressed up.
Did get a facelift, definitely, and it came out as a fantastic game.
What a match this was!
Round game, round time. Yeah.
I'll tell you, when we record these games, we sit in a separate TeamSpeak channel from the teams, and there's about anywhere between 10 and 15 people in that. We call it the tech channel, depending on the night. And that was the loudest and screamiest the tech channel has ever been during a game.
Oh my god!
No,
5
it's not
seconds.
Is this really?
It's over.
No.
Oh my god!
Oh my.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
That is close. Wait.
That is the best thing
3 seconds.
I've ever fucking seen. I remember me shouting like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" And everyone's just like screaming. It's the closest. I mean, it's definitely not the closest thing we've ever seen in a Noxcrew Gameshow episode. Like, you know, if you go back to episode 6 of the pilot season, the very last game was just like, oh my god,
So outrageously close. And this
but
isn't.
game,
This might not
it's-
even be the closest finish of this season either. But we won't
Yeah,
talk about that for
absolutely.
now.
But it's like, you know, what makes it such a great finish was it's the kind of the story behind it. You know, that they
the way that it
failed
gets
so,
there.
Yeah,
But before we talk about that, let's
Yeah,
go back
sorry,
to the
sorry.
let's go back to the beginning and talk about it in order. So, blue team runs first, right? 50 Shades of Awesome, and we've been having connection issues for this match. It's just not quite working out, and the teams know ahead of time that if they lag out during the recording of it, they just have to deal with it. Doesn't matter. It's on them at this point. So Demented Metal lags out right at the start of the game, right? And misses, what, the first maybe minute and a half, 2 minutes of the game before
Just
he comes
about,
back
yeah.
in. And
they're already, I think they're already at the arrow puzzle by the time he logs back in.
puzzle, the barrage.
Arrow.
Which, yeah, let's talk about that for a second, then I want to talk a little bit about actually shooting here. But so Demented Metal finally manages to reconnect. We get him moved back into the right TeamSpeak channel. And all 3 guys from Tyrants are over here shooting. So Demented Metal can just run the course completely wide open and catch up to get to the arrow part with the rest of his team. But have you ever shot through here? Have you played this game as the shooters before?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
this is not as easy of a shot as it looks, especially when you're on the connection that we have with the game show server. But as soon as somebody gets to this middle one right here, getting the timing to come off right with the latency to actually hit them and knock them off is not an easy task. And Tyrants were actually like coordinating their shots and doing volleys, so none of them were shooting at the same time. It was like a constant like shoot of arrows.
Patrick almost makes it across the firing line, but this is unrelenting. A hail of arrows. A hail. A hail.
You'll actually catch them accidentally shooting each other
Yeah,
as well.
it totally happened. Oh, duh. Yeah, but this is just to prevent the players from getting out here. This has to be the way that it is. I mean, if we had done something with half slabs up above here like this, you could get like punched up over and then mess up our whole division of the team. So we obviously couldn't do that. But yeah, shooting through here, they did an amazing job to hit as many shots as they did, and they held 50 Shades here for what, close to 4 minutes?
Yeah,
It had to
just
have been,
about.
because then they got him stuck on the tap at the end a little bit as well.
Yeah.
And at one point in the middle of this part with the arrows here, one of the members of 50 Shades of Awesome had a great quote.
Okay, so we'll win the other 2 games. Okay, guys, we'll win the other 2 games. I know you guys.
They
Yeah. It was like a giving up. It was like, right, we're done for. We'll just win the other 2. Don't worry about this one. Like they already admitted their loss, kind of thing.
they were just so sure.
Also, on Fleek's first try of this obstacle, on his first try he actually got like this far and he missed this jump.
Right, yeah, he
here.
fell on the
And
last
it's just-
one.
In that moment, if he actually just like got it, you know, we wouldn't have had that. And
Yeah.
he would have won probably like in so much less time.
right? And just to show the viewers how that happens, the sprint jump is on ice, right? And your sort of your reaction when you're jumping on ice is to just jump immediately when you land. And because these jumps are off center here, you have to go to the right and then back to the left. It gives you almost that's exactly what happened to me there. It gives you like 2 extra things to focus on because you have to dodge the arrows and go left and right and wait until the last second. That is not an easy series of jumps to do at top speed when you're under that kind of pressure. And that's why this is such a great obstacle and why it was so impressive that it sort of played out the way that it did for either team. And then we get on to the tap water puzzle. And I really can't wait to read the comments on this one to see what you guys thought. But there is a point to having this obstacle here at the end. It is the most hard obstacle in Bathtime for sure. Easily the most difficult. And if you put that at the end of the game, it creates an exciting finish, doesn't it? Because it allows the bottleneck.
Finish.
Yeah, there you go. It allows the bottleneck of the game to happen right before the end. And if you think back to Sprint V3 from the pilot season, same sort of idea. Maybe executed not quite as well in that one, but in this one, definitely the right point. You know, it's similar. You think Sprint V1 even with the ladder puzzle. Pretty much right at the end of the game, the latter half of the course, so the bottleneck of where the action is going to happen happens right before the finish, so you know it's going to be exciting. And then,
Avon,
yeah,
try do it. I'm going to try and get it in one.
Okay, go. And he still made it. Amazing.
Amazing!
First try. Well, let's just ignore that message in chat.
Amazing!
And the last part of this, the piston jumps, man, we talked about this earlier, and you'll
There's
hear me...
definitely a trick to all of this, and that's why I was able to do it in one.
Right.
I mean, firstly on the tap, before we even get to the piston thing, the tap, you have to time it, as the water is coming down, you have to time it so that you jump and just grab it. And then you literally get like a split second, like on this top bit, just to like fall off and jump onto that.
Yep.
And then the piston jump. This tricks people hard.
We put these in so many games, and it gets so many people.
Yep.
It's really something. I mean, I don't even believe you need the piston to make that jump. I think you can get it without
Absolutely
it.
not. Yeah, you can just skip it. Like, well, I just completely failed.
Yeah, but people try to use it. That's for sure.
The actual way to do it is that you stand back and you sprint at it, and then just as you hit the edge of the pressure plate, you jump, and then jump again. So it'll be like, oh well, I jumped too
I've never
soon.
done it that way before.
Right.
Huh. That's neat.
That's how you do it. And it just gives you that, split second of time to, if you go any further, you'll just fall off.
So kids out there, I want you to take a look at how many times we've used these in game show games. And if you're looking to get on the game show for next season, you're looking to practice beforehand, keep that one in mind. Okay, so we've talked about blue team's turn. So now it's yellow team's turn, right? And at this point, blue has pretty much already admitted their defeat. Yellow team probably understands that it's not as easy as they probably think it is, but at the same time, they feel like they've had a pretty good run at it, right? So yellow team comes through. They go a little bit slower than blue team, and they get up to the bow and arrow obstacle. And
this is where the story begins.
It's just, oh man. They made it through, 2 of them on the first try across made it through, right?
Yeah.
Just like, poop, 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 no arrows hit, and they're gone.
When we saw that, and it was like 1 minute 30 when they did that, or 1 minute, it was just like, right, that's it, yellow team have won. Like, that's
Game over. The
blue
tech
team
chat
knew
is
it.
just,
Tech,
oh!
everyone in the tech was like, oh my god, it's just happened.
Ooh. Oh,
Right,
oh,
right.
Oh no!
They messed up there.
And boy, were we surprised.
Or we wrong. And then And then they get past that, they get to the tap, and one of them said, "This is the easiest one." Didn't they?
Yeah. No, he goes, "Don't worry, guys. This is the easiest one. We'll get this, no problem."
And then, so the other one said, no, it's pretty hard, but we have 4 minutes. It should be pretty easy. And so they start trying, and they made it over on the first try, didn't they? And jumps up and gets onto the pressure pad piston jump, and beefs it.
Yeah, that one messed them so hard.
Oh, it got in their minds. I'm telling
they
you.
got up there like at least 5-6 times to try that jump, and all failed.
Yeah. They had the hardest time with it. And so they're sitting here trying over and over, and at the beginning we're just like, oh, they got plenty of time, they'll still do it. Well, maybe it's going to be close. There is no way that they're going to do this. And so then they get to the point where they're starting to punch each other, right? Punching them up, which was a brilliant strategy. Totally should have made it easier to do, but the one time that it worked, he punched him again. He went flying over.
That was the best moment.
Just flabbergasting. I'm reliving these moments in my head. I just still can't believe it happened the way that it did.
It's moments like these that we live the game show for.
Absolutely. And we have had so many of them this season too. Stay
Absolutely.
tuned. But yeah, so they finally get over, and they've missed this jump about 10 times, and 6:44 was the time to beat, and he got over here and took this jump at 6:43, made it, and got into the actual flush at the bottom of the toilet at 6:47. I guess there's a good shot to show. There's a tripwire down here. It's a pretty archaic way to detect their finish, but that was what actually trips the stop. So they didn't actually get considered finished until they were gone into there, and that's why the timer ended when it did. Wake up, Nox! Hello.
I'm here.
Wake up.
What's up?
Okay, I just wanted to say bye, because I think we're done the episode.
Oh, cool.
So,
All right. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that. Bathtime, classic. One of the audience favorites.
that was a classic.
These are all classics.
Classic. We'll never get rid of it.
Never gonna get rid of that game. That'll be around forever. Because it does things like that, and no matter how many times you play it, it is still really difficult to get around that course. So as always, leave us questions and comments about the game in the comments section. We'll be more than happy to answer those for you. And thanks a lot to Noxite for coming on the show again.
No problem. Thank you very much for listening.
Anytime. So until next time, I've been Avondale. Thanks for watching.
I've been Noxite. Thanks for watching. Oh, no, wait, yeah. Oh, thanks so much for showing me all this, Avondale.
Oh,
I never saw this before.
You're welcome, little girl.
Oh, you're talking to the audience, aren't you?
Yeah.
Not me.
No, I'm talking to you.
Oh, right.
I am Noxite.
I'll just be Noxite from now. Avondale, I'm stuck.
Uh-oh.
I'm stuck in the redstone. No, really, I'm stuck.
Uh-oh. No, you're not.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Side of your screen, so you go watch it so we don't spoil anything for you. So today I'm going to talk about Bathtime, and my guest today is Noxite.
Hey! Avon, I'm over here. Over here.
Oh,
behind
hey.
you. Hey!
What a guy.
Got you again, didn't I?
Oh, you so got me. Can you believe I invited him back?
So
I don't know what I was thinking.
If you jump on it, it doesn't squirt any toothpaste out, though.
Because that would be inappropriate. So this is the test course for our contestants to learn how to play Bathtime. As you can see, it's a rubber decky, and what is this?
Well, I mean, do you want to show Bathtime first?
Yeah, we might as well show it. The
Should we-
SS. Hey guys, it's Avondale, and welcome back to Behind the Walls, where I take you behind the walls of the Noxcrew Gameshow. I'd like to remind you, like I do every single time, that if you haven't watched the episode yet, make sure you click on the link up there in the top right-hand side.
So I told him I was going to show up on that staircase over there, and I totally sneaked round like a ninja and tricked you.
You got
Oh.
me
Oh,
so
God,
good.
you're so good.
Oh man.
Hi, we're back again for another episode.
Yeah, and we are standing on the Noxcrew toothpaste.
Yes. Should we show Bathtime?
Jokerous.
Let's introduce Bathtime first. Like, come
Okay,
on.
great. Let's do it.
Come with me.
All right. Oh, okay, here we are.
So, Bathtime, the original, the classic, from episode 1 of the pilot season. Episode 1.
Was this the first